afternoon and welcome. It's National Pancake Day. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I do know that it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. It's the 26th day of September 2022. It's about 80 degrees and sunny here at Site B. Support me, Smart Water. I will sell out. And it's time for, in case you thought I forgot, bundles! That's right. The West Coast Grognard himself presents to you a complete list of all the bundles and freebies and charity packages that are going on this week for you to take advantage of, especially those freebies. And I'll include links to anyone that I think is really cool so you can check it out for yourself. But as always, take with these bundles, especially the charity bundles, my two, warnings. One, before you download any of these PDFs, please check them for viruses. From personal experience, I can tell you that, yeah. Second, when in regards to the charities in question, rather than buying a bundle with 200 games you don't really want, if you want to support a charity, maybe just directly give the money to charity. That said, some of these bundles are really good, others not so much, and when I feel it's appropriate, I will give my personal insight. Of course, you can take my personal insight with a grain of salt, because what do I know what I'm talking about? Anyways, let's take a look. First off, the freebies for this week. And we should expect a lot of horror-themed, including a Call of Cthulhu 7th Edition adventure from Cameron Tressler called Contact. That's over at Drive-Thru. And some horror-themed maps, also on Drive-Thru, both physical and VTT. You can find those over Drive-Thru from a company called Night Map. And then there's a game, a horror game called Delicious Mother, Safe to Eat Edition from Pyrostack Press. Travelers Mutatos are good for you. What? So get your free Muto now. Okay, so this is a comedy thing about food in 5e and how food could also be horrible. Old School Essentials has a horror-themed adventure from FEI Games called The Tomb. And over at the Dungeon Masters Guild, we have a drop-in adventure from Eric Van Seaton called The Wizard's Gallery for 9th level characters. And also over at DM's Guild, we have some gambling rules for taverns. So if you've ever wondered what it's like to roleplay playing cards in a tavern, here is another set of rules. People are always doing these rules. It seems like every couple of months there's another set of how to play pub games in a fantasy pub. This one's by Peter Carlson. It's free. It's over on DM's Guild. And we have some more subclasses. We have some Bardic subclasses from Lisa 2. These are also over on DM's Guild. Quote, link to Drive-Thru and DM's Guild down below. Now our sales. We've got a huge sale of video games. These are all available over at Humble Bumble. These are almost 90% off. We have Pathfinder Kingmaker, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, Tormit's Tide of Numeria, Battletech, Shadowrun Returns, Shadowrun Dragonfall, and more. 90% off of these video games over on a Humble Bumble. But remember, when downloading video games and DLCs, check them for viruses before you install them. Drive-Thru has a September system sale, which is going to be ending at the end of this month, and is right now it's for Savage Worlds. We have 50% off all Savage Worlds products over on Drive-Thru. You know how much I love Savage Worlds, so yeah, if you're looking to get into Pinnacle Entertainment's brilliant Savage Worlds system, now is the time. Drive-Thru RPG has a huge sale, 50% off, link down below. Our friends over at Grimm Press have put together a huge bundle for Fantasy Grounds. This collection features 21 new monsters, maps, enemies, sidekicks, and other things to add to your Fantasy Grounds VTT fun. DM's Guild, that's $56. And Modifius has a bundle for Achtung Cthulhu. This features everything you need to start playing Achtung Cthulhu. It's over on the drive-thru. It looks like it's all PDFs. That's 30% off from its usual price. So if you've ever wanted to get into the idea of Cthulhu invading World War II, here's your chance. Our charity bundles for the week. First, we have a bundle of Holding, a one from the Apocalypse engine. This is, of course, powered by the Apocalypse. Features a whole bunch of different games that have been written for the powered by the Apocalypse, including a sci-fi game called Last Fleet, a Magical Academy game called Pig Smoke, some other adventures from Magpie Games and other companies. This is direct relief, which means the money goes directly to the creators of the project. So if you've ever wanted to pick up a bunch of PDFs of Powered by the Apocalypse adventures, this entire bundle is $10 and features at least 10 games, if not more. There's a Acid Fantasy Adventure bundle over a Bundle of Holding for Troikia. This is $13 for pretty much everything that's been made for Troikia. RARA-Rasputin has done a lot of videos on Troikia, so if you've ever wanted to know about the Acid Fantasy role-playing system that is Troikia, check out his vlog down below. This is $13 and it's direct relief. There's another huge collection of printable stuff if you happen to be one of those 3D printer people. This one is from Fat Dragon Games. It's over at Humble Bumble. It includes features, terrains, buildings, minis, accessories, etc., etc., etc. All sorts of fun things to 3D print, and this goes to support children hospitals. Humble Bumble and Crucible 7 has a Doctor Who bundle still going on. This is pretty much everything that they've made for the Doctor Who role-playing game. Not the 5e version, but the original version. $20 is the most popular pledge, and it goes to support the BBC Children in Need / Red Nose Day. There is a RPG comics bundle over at Humble Bundle. So if you ever want to pick up some RPG comics, this has got the complete Pathfinder and Skull Kickers volumes. Volumes 1 and Volumes 2, collecting a whole bunch of fantasy-themed Pathfinder comics and the Skull Kickers comics, as well as some other collections of comics. Looks like $20 is about the most popular pledge for this, and this goes to support pro-choice charities. There is a Warhammer 40K audiobook collection, including several, at least 8 audio dramas set in the Warhammer 40K universe of Warhammer awesomeness. $20 seems to be the price for this collection. It goes to support literacy. And yeah, it's all sorts of fun audio books and audio dramas set in the Warhammer universe. Coolness. I don't know how downloading audio things work in this format. I've never tried that. It'd be interesting. We have a J.R.R. Tolkien Humble Bundle. The bundle includes biographies, essays, art books, lore examinations, travel books, cookbooks, and classic texts that are inspired by Middle-earth. Not only is this the perfect bundle for a close examination of the life and works of Tolkien, but an invaluable reference in depth of the world building that the author created. So, if you want to take a look at Tolkien stuff before the new owners take over, because remember, the Tolkien library got purchased by Amazon and then got purchased again by a different company. I don't know who owns Tolkien anymore. And I try and stay away from all the nonsense that's affecting the works of Tolkien. $20 is the value for this. It includes a ton of stuff about Tolkien, some stuff written by Tolkien, and it goes to support Active Minds, which is a charity for, I guess, people with educational difficulties. That seems to be all the bundles for this week. If anything I mentioned sounds interesting to you, head on. Links are down below. Check out RARA-Rasputin. He has everything there is to say about Troikia. Thank you, as always, for taking time to listen to the nonsense that comes out of my mouth. If you're feeling generous, don't forget, I've got merch now. Head on over to Teespring OGGM Adventures merchandise and check out the West Coast Grognard Fantasy fashion line, which will soon hopefully be growing if the sales are well enough. And, if nothing else, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Links for all the interesting bundles down below. Till next time, I'm the OGGM saying see ya.